Hi, my name is Alessandra and I'm here today with Luke, and we're going to talk about Our Lady of Mount Carmel and the Carmelite priests. The Carmelites were a religious order who lived on Mount Carmel. They were beginning to get oppressed by the people, so the leader of the monks, Saint Simon Stock, prayed to Mary for some help. On July 16, 1251, Our Lady appeared to Saint Simon and reassured him. She gave Saint Simon a scapular with the following promise, saying, "Receive, my beloved son, this habit of thy order. This shall be to thee and to all Carmelites a privilege, that whosoever dies clothed in this shall never suffer eternal fire. It shall be a sign of salvation, a protection in danger, and a pledge of peace." The Carmelites wore the scapular, and every time they saw and wore it, they would be reminded of Mary's love for them. Today, they have a special devotion for her.
Hi everyone, it's Luke. So, if you didn't know what a scapular was, it is, in general, two pieces of cloth attached by a piece of string, which goes around the neck. It was originally part of the attire that monks wear, but lay people started wearing them too in their everyday lives. The most known scapular is called the brown scapular, or the scapular of Our Lady of Mount Carmel. It is said that those who wear it faithfully as an expression of devotion to the Blessed Virgin Mary will be granted the grace of final perseverance, that is, to remain firm in the faith even in their moment of death. And now, we are going to have a short interview with our pastor, Father Joy, who is also a Carmelite priest. Hi, Father Joy. Thank you so much for being here with us today. We have a few questions to ask you. So, the first one is, what is the difference between Carmelite priests and the other orders?
Yes, so thank you, Luke, for taking this time to get to know more about Carmelites. To answer to your question, the difference between Carmelites and the other priests. All the priests have the same sacrament of the Holy Orders. In actuality, there is not much difference between priests. All the priests have received the sacrament of the Holy Orders. But in their ministries and mission, there are differences. There are priests who work in the diocese, in the parishes, as well as priests who live in a monastery and who spend their time in prayer and worship, as well as their community activities. So there are mainly two different categories of priests: religious priests as well as the priests who are working in the parishes under the guidance and directions of the bishop. So the difference between us, a religious priest, and the other priests is that mainly their way of life. Personally, I belong to the order of Carmelites. So this religious order is tracing back its origin back to the 12th century, the 13th century. And if you see my costume, the habit, this is a habit, even though I say costume, the habit that I am wearing is especially for Carmelites. It's known as the brown habit, the brown scapular. So this scapular, the Carmelites are mainly known for their scapular devotion as well as their devotion to our Blessed Virgin Mary. So this long tunic is being given to us by Our Lady in an apparition in 1251 to Saint Simon Stock, and given to us and asking us to wear it as a protection. Not only protection from or here, but also protection from eternal damnations. This is a great gift given to us. And the difference between, one of the other differences is that we also take, the religious priests also take 3 vows, mainly obedience, chastity, and poverty. So the religious priests mainly take these vows and live in a community as well as serving, helping out the bishops according to the needs of the parishes. So I hope that I tried to explain your question as much as I can.
Of course. So why did you become a Carmelite priest, and why is it so special to you?
Yes, that's a wonderful question. Thank you. So, the Carmelites, as I told you, Blessed Virgin Mary appeared to Saint Simon Stoke. So, the Carmelites always have a very special devotion to our Blessed Mother, Mother of our Lord Jesus Christ. And I have deep devotion to our Blessed Mother. Growing up, I remember always, even before making my prayers and requests to our Lord Jesus Christ, I always try to find the easy way to get the attention of our Lord, which was always I spoke to our Blessed Mother to get to the Jesus, to take my prayers and petitions to our Lord in order to be granted the blessings. So growing up, having that special devotion to Our Lady, and when I was old enough to make a decision, I also wanted to learn more about Our Lady and learn to walk through their path. And I came to know much about the Carmelites and their special devotion to Blessed Virgin Mary, as well as the special apparitions and the wonderful, special, eternal gift of Scapular being given to the Carmelites by Our Lady. I really got inspired by this beautiful story, and then I have decided to become a Carmelite because of my special devotion to Our Lady, and also their special charism, which is prayer and service and community life. That is a charism. Mainly the contemplation that includes prayer, service, and community life. So I really like the Carmelite's way of life. So that is why I became a Carmelite.
Oh, that's very interesting. So, can you say a few words of encouragement for all the young ones that are watching this video?
Yes, if I can say, speak to our young people, looking at some of the Carmelite saints, number one, for your consideration is Saint Teresa of Child Jesus, also known as Saint Teresa of Lisieux. She became a saint not because she did wonderful, great things and performed great miracles, but because she lived a very humble life and doing small things with great love and humility. That is how she became a saint, a great saint, as well as the patron of all the missionaries. So, the humble suggestion or the advice that I can give to our young people is that, don't look for doing anything kind of big and mighty and extravagant. I ask you to do small things with the great love, with the humility, and that is what God is expecting from us. Do small things with the great love and with the humility, and then through your actions, through your way of doing things, God will be pleased, and Blessed Mother also will be pleased and would intercede and pray for you and with you always.
Well, thank you so much for being here with us today. I really appreciate you answering all our questions and giving us a bit more insight into some of these topics. So thank you very much for being here with us today.
Thank you, and so it's a wonderful opportunity, and I am really honored to be here and to speak to you a little bit about Carmelites, the order where I belong and where I work and I do my ministry. And thank you so much and all the best. God bless.